It's your boy Dantes back again with another NFL predictions here, guys. So today, you know, we are back with another NFL predictions week, y'all. So week 2 is over. Week 2 is over. Week 2 actually went pretty well. Okay, we actually did pretty well with our picks. There was two games that we didn't really get right with our picks. I think the Seahawks beat the Steelers when I said the Steelers were gonna win. So yeah, I kind of messed that up. And then it looks like for the Falcons and the Vikings game, it looks like the Falcons blew the doors off the Vikings. So yeah, for this week, bro, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more lenient because I have to get these picks right. Well, I don't have to. I mean, but I just want to try and get the picks right. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. We're not gonna waste no time. I know I'm a little late on this. I should have did this last night. I fell asleep last night. Y'all already know I fell asleep last night. I was supposed to do this last night, but I fell asleep. So we're doing it now. This is the last week I'm gonna do it on a Wednesday. All right. But if I happen to miss again, then so be it. But I'm not gonna try and miss again. I'm gonna try and get it done Monday night or a Tuesday night. I'm gonna get it done one of those. So yeah. Hopefully this will be the last time I do this on a Wednesday. All right. So first game tomorrow we got the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. So the Dolphins is taking on the Bills. So for this game, last week the Dolphins, uh, they really they played one hell of a game last week. Unfortunately, they did lose to the New England Patriots, which I called. I said the Patriots were going to beat the Dolphins because I just didn't think the Dolphins had enough strength in them. But yeah, looking at that game last week when the Dolphins played the Patriots, it looks like the Patriots really showed out in Miami. And this is the second time the Dolphins have lost this year. Now they're going up against a team in their division, the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills, last week they played the New York Jets, and they absolutely blew the doors off the Jets. The Jets got cooked so badly last week. So Buffalo did their thing against the Jets. Thank you for taking down the Jets, Buffalo. You got my prediction right on that. This week for this game, bro, this is no brainer. This is a no brainer game. I got the Buffalo Bills with this game just because Buffalo is just more powerful and they have not been, you know, they haven't looked like they were going to slow down anytime soon. So I don't see Buffalo losing to the Dolphins. So I got Buffalo taking down Miami tomorrow. Miami might start off 0-3. So yeah, bruh. Not starting off great, Miami. So y'all gonna definitely have some issues tomorrow with Buffalo because Buffalo's a very tough team. I don't see Miami coming out of this game with a win. I just don't. Sorry, Miami. Y'all been going through enough. I know y'all gonna start off 0-3, man. It's probably tough to be a Dolphins fan. All right, moving on. We have our first 1 o'clock slate game. We got the New York Jets taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Jets taking on the Buccaneers. Now, last week, the Jets, they absolutely got destroyed by Buffalo, which I probably should have seen coming because the Jets are not that great of a team, and Buffalo is a way better team than New York Jets. So yeah, the Jets had a very bad loss last week against Buffalo, and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I forgot who they play. Alexa, who did the Buccaneers play last week? Alexa, volume up to 5. Alexa, who did the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play last week?
Here's something I found on the web. According to NPR.org, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won Super Bowl 55 31.
Alexa, what was the final score for the Buccaneers last week?
On Sunday, September 7th, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Atlanta Falcons 23-20.
Alexa, what was the Buccaneers Week 2 final score?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, what was the Buccaneers final score Week 2?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, what was the Buccaneers final score?
This past Monday, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Houston Texans 20-19.
All right, so the Buccaneers came off a nice win against the Houston Texans on Monday. So, they got a nice win against the Texans. Texans, I'm a little disappointed. I had y'all winning this game. So yeah, Buccaneers versus Jets. In my honest opinion, in my honest opinion, Jets versus Buccaneers. I think I'm gonna go with Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with Buccaneers for this one. I do not like the Buccaneers, but I just don't think the Jets are that great this year. So I don't think the Jets are gonna be winning in no time soon. So I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers on this one. So yeah, I got Tampa Bay taking down New York on this one, and yeah, Jets. It's gonna be a long week for y'all. All right, then we got a good one. We got a good, I should say a good one, but I don't know if how this is gonna go. So we got the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders in week number 3. The Raiders versus the Commanders. Okay, so last week the Raiders. I don't know who the Raiders played. I think Alexa, who did the Raiders play last Sunday?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, what was the Raiders' final score?
This past Monday, the Las Vegas Raiders lost to the Los Angeles Chargers 20-9.
They lost to the Chargers 20-9. Well, I mean, I had the Chargers winning, bro. I said the Chargers were going to beat the Raiders, and I'm still standing on that. So, yeah, the Raiders did lose last week to the Chargers 20-9. Very big blowout loss for the Raiders. It was just a tough week for the Raiders. And then the Commanders. Yo, Commanders. What the hell is going on with y'all, bro? Like, I don't know what's going on with the Commanders, bro. Like, last week, man. Last week, they lost on the road to the Green Bay Packers. They lost to the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football. And, bro, when I tell y'all I was so hyped, like, I actually got, if y'all didn't see that reaction, bro, with the Commanders and Packers, I suggest you go watch that video. It's on my videos tab. Go to my videos tab, and you should see how I felt about that Commanders loss, because it's on my channel. So I reacted to the Commanders and Packers game. So go to my channel and look for that game. So the Commanders, they lost to the Packers last week, and it was just so funny because they gave us the division. And I'm glad that they lost, because now the Eagles not own it yet. We don't own it yet, but I mean, like, we have the lead for the division. So that's pretty cool that we got to get the division from the Commanders. But yeah, they're playing against the Las Vegas Raiders this week. In my honest opinion, I don't see Washington losing, but I would hope they would lose because I don't want them to win. But yeah, I got the Commanders winning. But, bro, if they lose again, bro, and to the Raiders, bro, that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. So I got the Washington Commanders beating Raiders, but, I mean, considering they lost to the Packers last week, anything can happen. So I got the Commanders, but if they lose to the Raiders, I am not going to be surprised. Actually, I will be a little bit, because I don't know how would you lose to the Raiders. So, yeah, I don't see the Commanders losing to the Raiders. So, yeah, Commanders beating Raiders Sunday. Hopefully, they will beat them. If they don't beat them, then that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, we got another good game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. Okay, so the Steelers, last week's Steelers, you kind of disappointed me when y'all lost to the Seahawks, because I was hoping y'all would beat the Seahawks, but hey, I guess y'all didn't. But yeah, they did lose to the Seahawks last week, so they're probably going to want some revenge from that game. And the New England Patriots, they actually won on the road against the Miami Dolphins last week, which I am so glad y'all did that. Thank you, Patriots, because I did have y'all beating the Dolphins last week. So W to the Patriots. This week, in my honest opinion, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers come away with this win. I think the Steelers come away with this win. There's no way they're losing to the Patriots. But you never know. Patriots, they really showed up last week against the Dolphins. But I don't know. I mean, with the Steelers having Aaron Rodgers, and they also got Kenneth Gainwell, and they got some other good pieces on that team, I don't know how they would lose to the Patriots. But, yeah, man, we'll see. So, yeah, I got the Steelers again. I'm 100% sure this time that the Steelers will win. I hope they don't let me down again because they let me down last week against the Seahawks. And yeah, man, please do not lose this week, Steelers. Please don't. Please don't. All right, moving on. We got the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, now this is a game we actually have to study. This is a game we actually have to study. The Bengals versus the Vikings. Okay. All right, this is one of those games that you really gotta be like, okay, we gotta slow down here. So the Bengals and Vikings. Last week the Bengals they came away with the win last week against the who did the Bengals play again? They came away with the win last week, but I forgot who they played. It was a close. Oh, they played the Jaguars. They won a nail biter game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was coming down to the wire in that game against the Jaguars. I was actually gonna react to that game with y'all. Yeah, I was actually gonna react to that game, but I didn't get to do it, so I might do that later. So yeah, I might have to react to that game a little bit later after this stream. But yeah, the Bengals, they played the Jacksonville Jaguars. It was a nail-biter game, I will tell you that. Came down to the wire. But the Bengals came up with the win. Crazy game, bro. The Vikings, they kind of disappointed me last week when they lost to the Falcons on Monday Night Football. No, Sunday Night Football. Sorry, Sunday Night Football. It was Sunday night. So yeah, Sunday Night Football, Vikings lost to the Falcons. Very disappointed from the Vikings. You know, I couldn't believe they lost, but hey, man, it's just how the game works. So we got to be really careful with our picks here. Now, the Bengals, they did lose Joe Burrow to injury. Just remember that. And both of these teams have two of the craziest wide receivers, okay? They have Jamar Chase on one side, and then they got Justin Jefferson on the other. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. All right. My final pick, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Vikings will have more pieces in this game. So I'm going to go with the Vikings, but if the Vikings lose, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed if the Vikings lose. So yeah, I got the Vikings, but something tells me I need to pick Cincinnati. Something tells me I might need to pick Cincinnati, but I don't know. This is a hard choice. Trust me, this one is not easy, bro. I mean, Joe Burrow is out with an injury, and I don't know how the Bengals would do without Joe Burrow. I mean, they got Jake Browning. J.J. McCarthy's on the Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings. Final pick, Vikings. I'm going to go with Vikings. I am very confident with Vikings, okay? But some's telling me to go with Cincinnati, but I'm just going to go with Vikings. If Vikings, I swear, bro, I'm going to go with Vikings, but Cincinnati, I almost picked Cincinnati. I was like this close to picking Cincinnati, but I'm going to go with Vikings. I'm hoping Vikings can take the win since they're at home. Okay. All right, now that that's settled, we're going to go to our next matchup. All right. Bro, it was a hard choice, y'all. Like, believe me, bro, I literally took time to really think carefully on who I think was going to win that game. So, I got the Vikings, but something's telling me I should change my pick. Something's telling me. But, I mean, I'm going to stick with my pick, bro. All right, next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. And y'all already know who I'm picking for this one. I'm going to go with the Colts because the Titans are pretty bad, okay? The Titans are not good. So I'm going to go with the Colts with this game. So it's not a no-brainer, bro. Colts are winning this game. All right, moving on. We have the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Now, this is another game that's going to come down to the wire probably. It's going to come down to the wire for sure. Green Bay's a good team, okay? Most of y'all know that. Green Bay's a very good team. You know, they just beat the Commanders last week, okay? Cleveland Browns. I forgot who Cleveland played. Um, Alexa, what was the Cleveland Browns final score last week?
Last Sunday, September 14th, the Cleveland Browns lost to the Baltimore Ravens 41-17.
The Browns lost to the Ravens last week. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen, bro. I didn't think the Ravens was gonna lose to the Browns, bro. But I said it was a possibility they were, but I didn't think they were gonna. They actually won, so they actually smoked the Browns last week, 17-41. And then the Packers, they beat the Commanders. Commander fans were pretty upset when Green Bay just beat them. And I like I said, go back and watch that video, bro, to see my reaction with Green Bay and Commanders. That's the only NFL game I recorded in week 2. I was gonna do all the Sunday slate games, but I ain't get a chance to do it. But I'm not gonna slack off for week 3. I promise y'all. All right, but anyways, in this game, I think the Green Bay Packers take this. They got a very great defense, and I trust that Micah Parsons will get a lot of great tackles in this game. And Jordan Love's been on a tear, so I don't think he's going to slow down anytime soon. So I got the Green Bay Packers beating the Cleveland Browns in this game, and yeah, man, we're going to see what happens. So yeah, I got Green Bay over the Browns. All right, moving on. We got the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Texans, they lost last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home at NRG Stadium. Not a great time for the Texans. They were at home and they lose to, the Buccaneers. Not a great time for them. But then also, you got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They also lost last week to the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati, Paycor Stadium. Jacksonville tried their best to win. But it just wasn't working for them. Now this game is going to be who plays better. Okay? It's going to be a who plays better. Now, for this game, I'm going to go with the upset on this. I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Even though I am going to probably regret this because I don't think I've ever picked Jacksonville to beat the Texans. But, yeah, man, I'm going to go with Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville will actually be ready for this game. So I'm going to go with Jacksonville to take down the Texans. So, I mean, something tells me to pick the Texans. But I don't know. The Texans haven't been really playing great. So, I mean, I might be actually satisfied with this, that Jacksonville could take down the Texans. So we'll just have to see. So I got Jacksonville taking down Houston Texans for week number 3. And Jacksonville's back at home, by the way. They're at Duval County, TIAA Bank Field. Yes, sir. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Now this game is about to be crazy. We got the Los Angeles Rams taking on my Philadelphia Eagles. Week number 3, bro. We're taking on another playoff contending team in less than 3 weeks. Well, Cowboys are not contending playoffs. Cowboys ain't making the playoffs this year. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs last week, as y'all seen. I forgot to react to that game. I'm going to react to that. Don't y'all worry. I'm definitely going to react to that game. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs last week in Kansas City. Great win by my Eagles. I appreciate the, win. Kansas City still can't fuck with us, even after the Super Bowl. So, kind of insane, bro. Chiefs fans were definitely mad after we beat them in the Super Bowl, and we made them start off the season 0-2. So, just saying, bro. And the Rams, the Rams. Alexa, what was the Rams' final score last week?
Last Sunday, September 14th, the Los Angeles Rams beat the Tennessee Titans 33-19.
The Rams beat the hell out of the Titans, 33-19. Yeah, man, Titans, they couldn't really mess with the Rams. The Rams just had a better team overall than the Titans, so that's why I picked them to beat the Titans. But this week, bro, the Rams taking on Philly. This is going to be one hell of a game, gang, because we beat the Rams in a divisional game in the playoffs last year, but this is a different time, bro. This is a regular season now. Boy, this is gonna be one hell of a game, y'all. But y'all know, you know something, bro. I just feel like I think we can beat the Rams again, bro. I just think we got that confidence in ourselves to win this game again. So I'm gonna go with us to beat the Los Angeles Rams. My final score prediction, I'm gonna say 24 to like 15. I'm gonna say about around there. 24 to 15. I'm gonna say that's gonna be my final score prediction. It could be close like that. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. We will see. 24. Now, 15 they might score another one. I would say 24 to 20. 24-20. 24-20. That's a very good score prediction. 24-20. Actually, nah. Yeah. 24-20. Because I feel like the Rams are a good ass team, and they're probably gonna get some points on this board. So we gotta make it fair. Got to make it fair. Last time we beat them in the regular season, we beat them 37-20. So we put up some numbers there. But yeah, well, hopefully we can put up numbers in this game. But I got us beating the Rams in this game. So yeah, I don't see us losing to the Rams. But I mean, the Rams are a good team, and they're going to definitely keep it close. So we got to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it's going to be a win for the Eagles here. All right, moving on. We got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. All right, Falcons versus Panthers. Last week, I forgot who the Falcons played. Panthers, I think they played the Alexa. Who did the Panthers play last week? Alexa, who did the Panthers play last week?
Last Sunday, September 14th, the Cardinals defeated the Panthers 27-22.
Oh yeah, the Cardinals. They lost to the they lost to the Cardinals. Panthers lost to the Cardinals last week. Like I said the Cardinals was going to win. I mean, Cardinals just had a better team than the Panthers. Panthers is a very young team. Y'all got to understand that. They have a very young team. You know, they're not going to win too many games, okay? But the Falcons, you know, they got a promising team as well. You feel me? They got a promising team as well. Now, this game's going to be a head-toes kind of game. I got to really pick my team carefully. Well, pick the team carefully here. For the Falcons versus Panthers, I think the Panthers win. I think the Panthers can take this. I don't know. The Panthers definitely can take this, bro. If they can work up their offense, they can definitely get this game. So I'm going to go with the Panthers to win against the Falcons on Sunday in the 1 o'clock slate. So it's going to be a good game. I got Panthers. All right, give me Carolina. Hopefully Carolina doesn't disappoint again. All right, now we're moving on to the 4 o'clock games. Also, by the way, my Eagles and Rams game, that's at 1 o'clock. So that's going to be a very early game. So I'm definitely going to watch that. We got the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Sorry, I meant to call them Aints. New Orleans Aints, because y'all ain't shit. Okay, so the Aints, you know, they lost last week. Don't know who they lost to. Alexa, who did the Saints lose to last week?
Last Sunday, September 14th, the 49ers defeated the Saints 26-21.
The 49ers. The 49ers beat them. So, yeah, 49ers, I knew they were going to beat the Saints. Saints ain't nothing, bro. They're 0-2 on the year. You know, they're not a good team. The Saints aren't a good team, bro. And we all know they're not a good team. Seattle, I'm a little disappointed in y'all that y'all beat the Steelers last week. I'm a little disappointed in y'all. Actually, I'm a little disappointed that y'all beat them. But, yeah, this week, man, Saints versus Seahawks, bro, this should not be no contest, bro. I got the Seahawks winning this game, bro. Seahawks should not lose to the Aints, bro. The Aints are not nothing, bro. But, yeah, I got the Seahawks winning, bro. I just don't think the Saints got it in them. But, I mean, you never know, bro. I mean, Saints are 0-2, so they probably could get a win here because I know they're tired of being 0-2 right now. But I think the Seahawks will get this game because the Seahawks got the better team. And plus, you know, they can find a way to win against the Saints, bro. Come on, man. But, yeah, I got the Seahawks in this game. And Saints, it looked like y'all might start off 0-3. Moving on, we got the Denver Broncos taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Ooh, this is a good game. Broncos playing the Chargers for Sunday football. Okay, we got to take our time with this. Chargers, they just came off a win against the Raiders last week. Great win by them. Broncos, I think they won. I'm not sure. Alexa, what was the Broncos' final score last week?
Last Sunday, September 14th, the Denver Broncos lost to the Indianapolis Colts 29-28.
They lost to the Colts 21-28. Okay, that's very interesting. So the Broncos lost to the Colts last week, and the Chargers beat the Raiders. So this is gonna be a good game. It's in Los Angeles, SoFi Stadium. Broncos, they got Bo Nix, okay, and the Chargers, they got Justin Herbert. Man, this is gonna be a very insane game. I'm going to go with Chargers. I'm going to go with the Chargers to win this game. I'm sorry, Broncos. I wanted to pick the Broncos, but I just don't see the... I don't know. I don't think the Broncos is going to have enough against the Chargers, man. The Chargers actually look pretty different this year. So, yeah, man. I'm going to go with the Chargers in this game to take down the Broncos. I don't know. I just don't see the Broncos winning. I don't know, bro. It's just going to be... Unless they can pull off something that can... really change the game around. But I think the Chargers can take this, bro. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers in this game. But something tells me to pick the Broncos, bro. But I'm going to go with the Chargers. Moving on, we got the Dallas Clown Girls versus the Chicago Bears. Yeah, I called them the Clown Girls because they're a bunch of clowns, okay? Y'all know I hate Dallas. It's Dallas K, bro. Dallas K, bro. Now, I hate that Dallas won last week against the New York Midgets, bro. They should have not won last week, okay? They got lucky they won last week. The Midgets are trash. The Midgets are horrible, bro. Like, yo, y'all are horrible, man. Midgets, y'all suck. Like, New York Giants, how are y'all so bad, bro? Like, I don't understand. You let Dallas beat you? The same team in your division? Come on, bro. Y'all let the Dallas Cowgirls beat y'all, bro. Y'all got these Cowgirl fans over here saying like, yeah, we won. What's up? We going Super Bowl. Oh, well, we going Super Bowl now. Oh, you can't tell us nothing. We 1-1. Who cares if you're 1-1, Dallas? Okay, like, you lost to my Eagles in week 1, bro. Don't act like you're that team, okay? You beat the Midgets. The Midgets are the worst team in our division. Don't act like you're that team. Now, you're playing against the Chicago Bears, okay? This game, I got Dallas winning, okay? I got Dallas winning, even though I hate y'all, okay? Y'all gonna definitely win this game, okay? Bears are not that good. I would hope you win. If you don't win, then I'm on your ass. Like, you should not lose to the Bears. If you're so good, then beat the Bears. That's simple. If you're not good, then you're gonna lose to the Bears. Which is gonna be funny to me. I'm gonna laugh if y'all lose to the Bears. But I got y'all winning against the Bears, so... yeah, don't choke, Cowgirls. Even though I hate y'all. Y'all can beat the Bears, bro. I'm realistic as hell. Like, even though I hate y'all, like, I know y'all going to beat the Bears, bro. Now, I'm going to be honest on what matchups y'all going to win and y'all going to lose, okay? Y'all going to beat the Bears, okay? It's no contest. You have a wide receiver named CeeDee Lamb that can catch the ball. You have a quarterback who's actually playing better than last year. Like he's actually playing better, but I fucking hate Dak Prescott because what he did week 1 was unacceptable. But anyways, yeah, I got Dallas beating Chicago, but if y'all lose Dallas, I'm on y'all ass. Just know that. Just know that. I'm making a public service announcement. If y'all lose to the Bears on Sunday, I am going to be cooking y'all. Y'all going to get flamed by me, bro. Y'all going to get flames. So don't lose to the Bears on Sunday, Cowgirls, because I will flame y'all. Trust me. I will flame y'all. Don't play with me, Cowgirls. Anyways, moving on. So I got the Cowgirls beating the Bears on Sunday, but like I said, if they lose, I'm going to flame the hell out of them. I'm going to come back on this stream and I'm going to flame the Cowgirls. I'm just going to have a stream flaming the Cowgirls. But anyways, moving on, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the 49ers. All right, Cardinals versus 49ers. Now, Cardinals, great win last week against the Saints. Thank you for taking down those Saints because they ain't nothing. Wait, actually, hold up. No. Cardinals ain't played the Saints. The Cardinals played the Panthers. So yeah, thank you Cardinals for taking down the Panthers. That was a great win by y'all. And then the 49ers took down the Saints because the Saints ain't nothing to them. But now 49ers versus Cardinals. In my opinion, I think the 49ers will win this game. I think the 49ers got this game in the bag. All right? It should not be no contest for the 49ers. Okay? They better not lose to Arizona. If you lose to the Cardinals 49ers, that's going to be a problem. Okay? You better not lose to the Cardinals. All right, and that's the last 425 game of that week. All right, Sunday Night Football. Okay, why did they make this the Sunday night game? Why? This is the Sunday night game? Okay, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the New York Midgets. All right, starting off with the Kansas City Chiefs. First of all, Kansas City, y'all boys suck. Oh, my God. Y'all boys is, I don't know what the hell y'all were doing last week, but y'all lost to my Eagles in the Super Bowl, then you lose to us last week. Crazy work, Kansas City. Crazy work. Crazy work. You lose to my Eagles twice in the same calendar year. Like 7 months apart. 7 months apart. You lose to my team in like a 7-month time span. Like we beat you in the Super Bowl and then we beat you in the regular season, bro. Like, bro, it hasn't even been that long and we still are dominating y'all, bro. Just saying. And the New York Midgets. New York Midgets, bro. This is why I hate the New York Midgets, bro. I can't stand y'all, bro. You let the freaking Cowgirls beat y'all. Are you serious, bro? Russell Wilson, what the hell were you doing? Russell Wilson, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, bro. You let the fucking you let the Cowgirls beat y'all. Oh, nah. Nah. Unacceptable. That was highly unacceptable, Giants. And for that, bro, I got the Kansas City Chiefs beating y'all. I hope they blow y'all out, bro. Kansas City, I hate y'all, but I want y'all to beat these New York Midgets, bro. These New York Midgets piss me off, bro. Beat the hell out the Midgets. So, yeah, I got Kansas City beating the Midgets, bro. No question, bro. Kansas City, y'all gonna finally get y'all a win, bro. Against the New York Midgets. This is the easiest game on the schedule, bro. If you don't beat New York, bro, if you don't beat New York, Kansas City, bro, I'm flaming the hell out of y'all, bro. I'm flaming the hell out of y'all if y'all don't beat the Midgets, bro. The Midgets are the worst team in the NFL, bro. You better beat them. They suck. They're not good, bro. Like, bro, they literally are the same team from last year. Russell Wilson literally is playing like Daniel Jones. Like, what the fuck is he doing? But anyways, Kansas City's winning this game, okay? They may have lost to my Eagles, but they can come back and win this game to be 1-2. So, Kansas City's winning this game. New York, y'all suck. Y'all not winning this game, New York. I don't care what y'all say. You're not winning this game, New York. Y'all suck. And I will be watching this game. I will be watching that game live. Trust me. Sunday Night Football, I will be watching that game. All right. Monday, September 22nd, the Monday night game. We only have one Monday night game this week. Last week we had 2 Monday night games. This week we only have 1. And this one's a good one, folks. This one's a good one. We got the Battle of the Hoods. The Battle of the Hoods. The Detroit Lions versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ooh, bro. This is about to be crazy. Nah, this game right here might be the game of the year. Nah, hold up. The Bills and Ravens were the game of the year. Well, hold up. It's going to be tied with the Bills-Ravens game of the year and the Cowboys-Giants game of the year. This might be the third best game of the year. Baltimore Ravens versus the Lions. Man, the battle of the ghetto hoods. The battle of the hoods, man. Detroit's dangerous. Baltimore's dangerous. Oh my God. This is crazy. This is what everybody wanted in the Super Bowl. Everybody wanted the Ravens versus Lions. The battle of the hoods. The battle of the hoods, man. Which hood is better? Detroit hoods or Baltimore? We'll find out. We gonna find out, y'all. We gonna find out. All right, y'all. We gotta really take our time with this. This is gonna be a good ass game. Okay, this is probably gonna be the most watched game of this week. Detroit absolutely destroyed their opponent last week. They absolutely destroyed the Bears. Like, they put up 52 points on Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears. Absolutely insane. Like, 52 points in a damn game is insane. Even for the Lions absolutely put belt to ass on the Chicago Bears. And the Baltimore Ravens last week, they also put belt to ass on the Cleveland Browns. So both of these teams are good at giving belt to ass to teams. But only one team can win. And I got to take my time. Guys, I got to really take my time with this, bro. Oh, this is one game. This is a stumper. This game is stumping me. I don't want to get this wrong. Oh my God. You know what? I don't know who to pick. I don't know who to pick. Who should I pick? Oh my God, this is a hard, y'all. This is such a hard decision. Oh my God, this is a hard decision. Both of these teams are very good. I don't know who to pick, bro. I'm actually very stumped. I actually don't know who to pick. Between the Lions and the Ravens and seeing how they did last week, I'm stumbled. I'm actually stumbled. Boys, I'm telling y'all, this right here, this is okay. You know what? Final decision. I got it. I got it. Final decision. The only way to settle this is by picking it eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's the only way I'm gonna get it right. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. I have my final decision. Do not get mad at me. Do not get mad at me. If I don't pick your team, please don't be mad at me. Because this was not an easy decision. I'm gonna tell you that. It was not easy. I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Whew. Oh boy, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Okay, Ravens. If you do not win this game, I am literally gonna freak out. Please win this game, Ravens. Okay, Ravens. I'm seriously. I literally was about to pick Detroit, bro. But I'm gonna go Ravens, bro. Final decision, Ravens. Oh, I don't know, bro. I feel like Detroit might win this, bro. I don't know. I don't know. This is a hard choice. This is so no. I don't know who to pick, y'all. Guys, I am so bro, when I say this was the hardest like week to pick teams, bro, like I think this might be the hardest week to pick teams, bro. Like, bro, I cannot believe this, bro. They have got some great ass matchups this week. I'm gonna just stick with Baltimore. Baltimore, do not lose, bro. Don't let me down, Baltimore. I was about to pick Detroit, but bro, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's okay, bro. I'm gonna stick with Baltimore. I think Baltimore is going to get this win, but the Lions, they're going to play a very tough, physical game. Trust me. But I got Baltimore coming out with the win. So we'll see what happens. I am going to be studying this game. This game, I have to study. I have to. This is a crazy game. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed my week 3 predictions. This is the craziest week with predictions. I don't know if this is going to be the craziest of the whole season, but I mean, we'll see, right? Anyways, I'll see y'all for week 4 for the predictions. I'm going to react to some of the week 2 games, so stay tuned for that. Peace out, man. See y'all week 4 for the predictions.